ebook machine, you know, like a Kindle or something like that. I have a Sony reader I got probably close to a year ago, and oddly enough, I enjoy reading from this reader more than I do from books, and I read a lot. The reason is, and one of the reasons is, when these are bifocals, and when I'm reading a book, I have to move my head slightly across the page as I read. And since a reader is a smaller frame, I don't have to do that, and it's easier for me to read, and it is convenient. You know, they sell them, like the Kindle and the Sony reader, so you can buy books. And books are now, new books are cheaper than buying a hardback now if you buy it on an ebook. That's an advantage, but I don't buy books, can't really much afford new books. But there are sites where you can download ebooks that are in the public domain. The best one I found is the Gutenberg Literary Society or something like that. And they have a lot of books. I mean, classic books, but even I found the Charles Dickens short story books, and I've never read any Charles Dickens short stories. And then there are a couple of Agatha Christie's, actually about 2 or 3 of them that I have here. And classics. I have The Call of the Wild, written by Jack London, which I want to reread, and I recently reread Martin Eden on here, and I was still awed by it. It's quite a book, my favorite book. And I have one of my books on here, which I don't read, but it's nice to know it's on there. Actually, this is my list of all the books I have on there right now, and I started downloading or uploading quite a bit of them from the Gutenberg site because I'll be traveling up to Jersey in a couple weeks, and I'll bring along this as reading material for my trip, and I'll decide which one I want to read once I'm on a plane, see what my mood is. But right now I'm reading Fall of Giants by Ken Follett. I get most of my books, I upload them from the library, my local library. And popular books, and really most any books it looks like now in ebook form, you have to be on a waiting list for them. So I put on hold maybe 3 or 4 books. Then when they come in, I'll upload them, read them. You know, it's good for 2 weeks, and then it basically disappears from your reader. It doesn't disappear, you just can't upload it after or read it after 14 days. For some reason, there's only a certain amount on each book that the libraries lend out, like they have copies or something similar things. And if you watch my videos, you know I've uploaded 2 of the books I've written up on Amazon.com, which are available in ebook form only. And they're selling, but slowly, and then now I'm trying to get into a little advertising for each of them. The first time I'm putting an ad in The Sage, which is a gay men's group. They have a local newspaper based out of Fort Lauderdale, and I'll put an ad in for July, August, September, see if I get any response for that. And now I attended a forum online last night from some kind of author's website, and they offer free talks about once a month. And this was on how to sell your book. They were talking about regular books, but it was helpful for me, who only has these books I'm trying to sell in ebook form. You know how to network it, how to get a little publicity out of it, and that's what I'm working on now. And I'm really working at it. I said I have these 2 books on ebook form right now, Sam's Hill, my epic saga of the Civil War, etc., and Desperate Innocence, a gay mystery. And I noticed I just sold one on Amazon yesterday. And I've sold a couple of those the previous weeks. And now I'm getting ready to upload another of my books, but it's a non-fiction book. And, well, I won't talk about what it's about now, only when it's finished. The only finishing I have to do right now is to proofread it. I typed it all out. It's a little over 200 pages, and it's, well, I'll talk about that when it's finished. But I've been working more at writing, which I haven't done in any serious writing now in a number of years. But since I've posted on Amazon Sam's Hill and Desperate Innocence, which were written years ago, and I'm still trying to sell my last dance at Studio 54. I'm trying to sell it in hardback. Hopefully somebody, a publisher, I'll get a nibble there, but I haven't yet. But it's gotten me into a writing mode again, and I realize I'm anxious to write another novel. I'm debating between 2 to continue my characters in The Night GAA Died, which was published in the early 90s by St. Martin's Press, and I like the character, my character. And when I signed that contract with St. Martin's, they wanted me to continue it as a series and had me write up 4 novels that will continue the series, an outline of each of them, and I did. And since The Night GAA Died didn't sell anything, or not very much anyway, they never continued the series, but I still have the outline, so I will start another one. And what really pissed me off about St. Martin's, as I was going through old reviews at the time that either my agent sent me or St. Martin sent me from around the country, there were at least 10 reviews, if not more, and they were pretty good reviews. Now, I asked myself, why didn't St. Martin's take out an ad quoting the reviews in various gay publications? They just never did. They never took out an ad, and that's, I believe, was why the book flopped. And actually added all the reviews that I recently took out my file of for The Night GAA Died. There was only one negative review. And ironically, that was from the Fort Lauderdale newspaper, the Sun Sentinel. And it was ironic because I lived in Davie at the time, which was a suburb of Lauderdale. You know, basically I lived in Lauderdale, and that, I don't know why, but that dipshit who reviewed the book seemed to review it mostly because of the promiscuity of the period, though there was no graphic sex in the book, but I was describing the period in New York, and it was very promiscuous, and that seemed to have turned him off on the book. And I like to kick his little ass sometimes. But anyway, what I'm saying is ebooks, what I'm making this video about is the readers for ebooks. I don't know how many, I know a lot of people own them because it's changed the publishing business as far as books go. They're hurting because they haven't been selling in many hard copies, but now they are selling them on ebooks, which are really very popular. Well, gotta go now. Gotta do some shopping, gotta go to the library.